Oh, okay. All right. Hello and welcome after a couple nights off, but not a couple days off of grinding. I was tweaking a bunch. Tried to play at least 15 matches a day. 15 or 20 if I'm not doing this at night, preparing for it. Try to get in, roughly 15 or so matches a day, if at all possible. But tonight, we've got that fantastic thumbnail art, Ghalta, popping out of the portal of the Great Henge. Certainly, I don't think it's quite as big as can fit Ghalta. I mean, there's just a little human there. But the perspective, I think, is like, ooh, it's a big, powerful, amazing artifact, and it's popping out the queen of all dinos. Gets the job done. 4 copies like a madman, but I don't think it's mad to use 4 copies. We can get her out easily. You want to see her as much as possible. Sure, you run the risk of sometimes seeing a few copies. That's not bad when anytime you see her, often enough when you see her, you win through any number of lines to get her to 3, 4, 2, potentially. Consider you have Huntmaster out and Marauding Raptor. Boom. Plus another Marauding in hand, and then Ghalta. 3 mana. You play Marauding, the second one for 1 red. Thumbs down, first pings it. That first Marauding is sitting at 4 power plus 1 reduction, 5. This one, 2 power plus 1 reduction, 8. Huntmaster, 1 power, 1 reduction, 10. Boom. Lovely. You could drop some Drover the Mighties, 1 green, with the reduction to, oh hey, Pterosaurus, oh, right at the start, yes. The queen in full force, I was just saying, some people use 1, use 2, they're scared to see multiple copies. Don't be scared. You want to see basically the best thing you can do. It has been months, probably months. You guys, as a lot of you would know, I've used 2 copies. I put that through the paces. 3 is pretty good. Yeah. I know. Hatchlings, we've got to mention that. Turn 2 Marauding Raptor, lovely. You get 3 lands. You play Raptor Hatchling for 1. You get the token left over. Marauding Raptor has pinged the Raptor Hatchling and the token to be at 6 power. Plus the token is 3 power, plus Marauding's 1 reduction. For anybody that doesn't know, boom. Easy turn 3 Ghalta, but I think it still works out a little bit better. That line of play takes 6 cards. That could be a little bit inconsistent. They could easily kill Marauding Raptor, unfortunately. But it's definitely on the back of my mind. Maybe I go with that. I'd rather, instead of Raptor Hatchling, 4 Drover of the Mighties. It has been suggested before to replace Thunderherd Migration with this, or whichever, and it seems to be doing the trick. And being a dinosaur list focused around the Great Henge, of course, Drover the Mighty being a creature gets you that card draw whenever you play it, other than, Thunderherd Migration is not going to be getting you there. Of course, you could power up Drover of the Mighty to 4 power with Domri. That's always lovely. That's mainly, it's a little bit perhaps too cheesy. It's very good when it works with the Raptor Hatchling and Marauding to get turn 3 Ghalta. I'll just move away from that. Still get her down quite consistently with all the stuff, and yeah, it's going to be lovely. 22 lands to start. Got to mention that this list is quite a bit different, quite a bit impactful and explosive. The 3 amigos, as you can see here, are back. Marauding, Huntmaster, and Drover for all that good ramp. Oh, okay. Replaced it with Otepic. Okay, interesting. Hey, whichever combination, I think probably 10 to 12 things for 2 is maybe the best. Hard to say. But I definitely think this makes sense. Drover with the Great Henge. If I wasn't using the Great Henge, I wouldn't feel the need to jam-pack quite as many creatures. At the moment, there's 32, which is insane. Crazy stuff. Drover the Mighty may be coming down as a 4/4 with the counter. You draw a card, you just keep popping off that way. But there's a wide variety of ways that you can do dinosaurs, of course, as some of you have tried out, and you've certainly seen me do over the years, which is crazy to say. Hundreds, thousands of games. Rough estimate, it's got to be at least 10,000 individual games, not matches with dinos, but it's definitely probably more than that. But yeah, those are back in for the cost reduction ramping. 3 Shatter Skull smashing. I know, Izzet, if you're watching right now or later on, man, I was, well, I should have had them in before. I don't think 3 is overkill. It's done the trick. I just want, you know, something stable, potentially take out Shieldred, top deck it later, and this is going to allow me to bust through. Even if it just takes out Shieldred, oof, that is, that's pretty good in my books, as it has done. I've taken out 2 mana dorks in mono green devotion with this, sinking 4 into it. That's a lot to take out 2 dorks, but that can be just what you need. Perhaps mono green has stumbled a little bit, and you take out those 2 things, and you're off to the races. But again, it's lovely top deck. Take out 2 things, you have probably plenty of mana by that point, and that could be all you need. As long as X is 6, it's double, so 12. Oh, 12 damage divided between 2 targets is good. Domri, like I said, I love it. Yeah, bars up everything, but I think I'm feeling like Luca Bound to Ruin might be better to increase. 2 copies, 3 copies. A lot of you guys have had success with it. I've had success with it. Seeing it multiple times, even with a single copy here. But say Drover the Mighty, boom. Turn 2, turn 3, I have 4 mana with the 3rd land. I play Luca for 4 with the Phyrexian, whatchamacallit, pay 2 life. But I use this +1 to play something else for 2 on turn 3, like Huntmaster or Marauding, and then we're just continuing on with that ramping and damage. We'll probably kill one of the creatures, leave Luca alive, sitting at 4 loyalty. We can use his -4 the following turn if he has been attacked. Likely they'll probably spend resources on all the little guys, leave him alive, play something else, boom, boom, that gets the job done. But still, Topiary Stomper, I love it. Guaranteed land. That's basically all it is. It's good stuff, good stuff. And it does help Ghalta come down quite a bit easier. That 4 power. Making use of that, whether it's fighting or, you know, just increasing the total to see the queen a little bit more consistently. Shifting still, if we face anything control related, but like I mentioned, it's been Rakdos, Rakdos, Rakdos. Lots of stuff black related. I don't remember the last time I faced Azorius control. So hopefully tonight's the night. Regisaur Alpha, yeah, always 4. Yeah, if I could have more, I would. Carnage Tyrant, 4 copies. Big Scary Dino, the OG. If he lands, that's good. Fully reduce the Great Henge to 2 green, but if we play it for whichever, that's not bad. Not at all. And then again, 4 copies of the Queen. 22 lands in total, including the Shatter Skull smashings here. But if we're facing off against Rakdos, at the very least, Otepic Huntmaster, oh, that does not feel good. Makes me cry big time. So I've got Kolvori, God of Kinship, hoping that we cast it as the Ringheart Crest there. Choose a creature type. We choose Dino. Tap to add a green. Spend it only to cast dinos or a legendary creature spell. Just a stable way to ramp, more stable than Huntmaster. Then the other 3 copies of Huntmaster are taken up by 3 Turn Timber. Symbiosis could come down stably as a land. Late game we draw it. Of course, hopefully we have enough mana. Probably we do. And then we just find something big and nasty. Possibly Topiary Stomper. Have that come down as a 7/7. Possibly an 8/8 with the Great Henge there. Oh, that'd be insane. But yeah, just taking Huntmaster out in the matchups where it's probably going to die and doesn't stick around long, and then do 4 things that are pretty stable. Kolvori is nice too. Late game, it's a creature. If we have the Great Henge down, boom, we get a card draw. Could help us search for Ghalta though. Pay 1 and a green, tap it. Look at the top 6 cards of our library. Reveal a Ghalta. That's the only legendary creature. And we put her into our hand. Tends to do the trick. You'll see 3 play with fires there. Well, that's mono red aggro, cheap stuff. But the main thing is transmogrify. Killing the transmogrified target for as cheap as possible. Hey, heaven, yes. Oh, it does. Thank you. I appreciate that. I tweaked it a little bit. I wanted to make a fantastic perspective on the fantastic queen right here, popping out of the Great Henge. Got that silhouette of a forest. Very, very scary. It makes the Great Henge look, again, bigger than it is. It's probably pretty small overall, but yeah, that picture makes it look massive. Pretty hard to believe Ghalta could fit through it. My goodness. But yeah, I was mentioning, play with fire. The transmogrified target, 3 and a red, exile a creature, cheat out a Traxa or some big creature. Cheat out something painful, creature-wise. You kill the creature they're targeting, boom. Blank, transmogrify, completely. Lovely, lovely stuff. But it is decently versatile. You can target anything. Possibly we could finish off an opponent if we get low enough, surprise them, finish off a little creature, save ourselves, possibly, from taking a lot of damage. Yes, there is going to be a new Ghalta, a new version of Ghalta. It's not going to be a reprint, but Ghalta and Mavrin Fane, something like that, a white vampire. I could show you guys, but yeah, it's going to be interesting. I don't know if I'm normally consistently going to want to dip into white to play Ghalta and Mavrin, make a big dinosaur token, or make a lot of little vampire tokens, which would die to Marauding Raptor, so that doesn't line up. Usually I'll probably want to make the one big dinosaur token. We'll see. But yes, there is lots of fantastic dinos coming in March of the Machine, not just Ghalta and Mavrin, but I'll try it out. But going back to the sideboard is Back to Nature. Destroy all enchantments. Yeah, it continues to do the trick, just in case we don't get caught out by anything heavily enchantment related. Oh, scary stuff indeed. I don't think I'd want to go to a 1, just because Back to Nature is so impactful against those specific decks. 5-color Yorion enchantments, 9 live Solemnity, although I would never expect to see that. No. You've faced them before, or you may have used them. Brotherhood's End against Rakdos Midrange. This is actually quite devastating. A lot of their creatures, 3 power or less, take out Liliana, being able to hit her. Aggressive decks, elves, goblins. Hopefully, it does the trick. Finishing things off, 2 T-Rexes. I'm a little bit sad I don't have as many big scary dinos to start off with. In the past, it was 4 Carnage and 3 T-Rex to begin with, but that is not the case tonight. If we face anything control-related, Tyrannix Rex, that's where it's at. Okay. Here goes nothing. Explorer Metagame Challenge coming up. Hopefully I don't lose my first one at least. But with this challenge, you play until you have 1 loss. So I've already won my first 2. Just fantastic, lovely stuff. Already had 1,500 gold back. But I beat Rakdos Midrange in fantastic fashion. It was crazy. Then the second match was Mono Black Waste Not Discard. And that was also painful, but I still got the job done. I barfed everything I had in my hand, and then all their discard spells and Waste Not are a complete waste, which is lovely. Lovely stuff indeed. Yeah, I say we cross your fingers. Live, there's no hiding and no telling what is going to happen. Yeah, the Rakdos was crazy. The first game, I was stuck on 2 lands the entire game. Nothing happened. Came back and won the second game fantastically. The third game, oh, it was just, it was lovely. The Great Henge just popping off. If we can get it down, and oftentimes we can, especially with Topiary Stomper. That quite often has reduced the Great Henge to a cost of 5. Excuse me, with Topiary's 4 power, and yeah, play that, boom. Tap it to possibly play a Drover of the Mighty for 2. With the Great Henge's 2 green that it adds, and you're off to the races there. Yeah, Luca to just bust through again. I'm thinking, because Luca can take out multiple targets, Shatter Skull smashing, multiple things. That seems to be where it's at. I might completely cut all the Domries. Yeah, try upping Luca to 3. At least 2. At least 2. Just because he is so scary. Oh, okay, we'll make that work. Could be a lot worse, definitely. We at least got the Huntmaster turn 2, Domri turn 3, and I think there's a pretty good chance to see... Oh, black again. Literally. It's Rakdos, mono black discard. It's Thoughtseize every single match. It feels, I swear, like it's been Thoughtseize turn 1 all day long. All day. My goodness. And not so fun. Not the funnest way to be. Oh, okay. Okay. Rakdos Sacrifice, it seems, with the Oni Cult Anvil. There'll be, well, whenever one or more artifacts they control leave the battlefield, create a 1/1 colorless artifact, and they just get out of control there. If Domri survives, though, we get Luca next turn. Actually, we get Carnage turn next turn. We're technically at 4 this turn. We can't use this one for anything, but we might as well tick up Domri's loyalty. But cross your fingers. If he survives, Carnage turn. Boom. Luca after that. Sweep any dinky little... Oh, we got it. We got it, folks. We've got the Carney T. That is where it's at. Beautiful stuff. Maybe I shouldn't cut Domri. When you get to do fun stuff like this, it's certainly decent. You have to hope that they don't have Liliana or something to make us sacrifice it. As long as Carnage Torrent sticks around 1 turn and we get to attack with it, I think we should be in a pretty good position. Yeah, maybe I should keep Domri. Just an extra way to get to 5 early for that Castle Gardenbrig. The lovely turn 4 Carnage Torrent. Turn 4 Carnage Torrent, and we didn't have to play any little things that would have died to the possible removal that they had in hand. Pretty good. We'll definitely just smoke the Mayhem Devil. 100%. That's what's happening. Don't let that stuff live. Oh, I guess 8. 4 and 4. All right. Yep. Well, don't ask questions. You see a Mayhem Devil, you kill a Mayhem Devil. They don't have the cat for the Cat Oven combo, which is quite nice indeed. I'm just happy Luca has been showing up. Well, they goofed up. Oh, no, they didn't. Okay, I thought they did. That's right. Ouch. Fight whatever creature they play. Hopefully it's not Shieldred. We'll take out that Reflection of Kiki-Jiki. Oh, that got him. Boom. Lovely way to start. Take it down Rakdos Sacrifice. We got a win without Brotherhood's End, so that could be nice and painful and surprising. Definitely, like I mentioned, Huntmaster probably is going to die quite easily to this. The pings from Mayhem Devil, Fatal Push, Bone Crusher Giant, I would imagine, could be in here, but it's Rakdos Sacrifice, so I think Bone Crusher Giant is more Rakdos Midrange. But yeah, Turn Timber Symbiosis and Kolvori. But we've got to cut 4 more for that Brotherhood's End. Domri, I mean, Domri was nice to get out you-know-who. But Domri could die somewhat easily to our own Brotherhood's End that we're bringing in. 2 shifting Ceratops. I've tried this before. I was thinking of cutting 2 Ghalta. You don't want to see multiple copies often, but shifting also does quite easily to this. I don't want to cut Topiary Stomper, stable ramp, shifting, easily dying to that fatal push that they're certainly going to have. Ugh. Not so great. Oh my goodness, folks. In the Explorer Metagame Challenge, we smoked them so hard to begin. Wow. Soul crushing. Rakdos Midrange, down. Mono Black, Waste Not, discard, down. Rakdos Sacrifice. Oh, man. Okay. I don't want to toot my own dino too much and watch us get dumpstered this coming match, but you can see, very stable to get to Carnage turn. You don't need the stuff for 2. If you expect it's going to be painful, you could just hold off to play him later. The opponent might be holding up that removal for that early stuff, but they can't use it if you don't play it. Sometimes that's how I reason things. Although it was very nice, I must say, playing Thunderherd Migration on turn 2 to get a basic land. You can't fatal push a basic land. That's for sure. Don't think we can make this work. I mean, we're already at 3. No. Ugh. That's also scary. Painful. Nuts. And I saw Carnage turn, figuring maybe there was other trample, that Rakdos Sacrifice player, and well, their chump blockers would do not a whole lot of anything. But definitely felt very nice to take out both things. Even if I was just able to take out the Mayhem Devil, I would have been quite happy. Not so bad. We've got 2 Ghaltas. We have to send 2 to the bottom. There's 4 copies in the list, so there's still a very good chance we'll see Ghalta. If we shuffle with Topiary Stomper, it's all but guaranteed that those 2 copies will be a little bit closer than the bottom. We've got Greasefang. Technically now, with taking the Huntmasters out, it is 25 lands. I put in 3 Turntimber Symbiosises. Symbiosi, I guess you could say. Yeah, this could be a little bit rough. Yeah. Hopefully Marauding Raptor survives, but even if it doesn't, we still will likely get to 3 for Topiary Stomper. We'll probably have to use Shatter Skull Smashing. Oh, okay. Yeah, just go a little bit more stable, taking out Huntmaster in the matchups that could be painful. Bring in the Turntimber Symbiosis. You go to 25 lands, should quite consistently hit your land drops there. Hoping to mulligan less. I've never really tried that before, switching Huntmaster with lands for game 2 or game 3, but it seems to be working pretty good. And Turntimber Symbiosis is, of course, a fantastic late game top deck. Pay 7, search for a creature in the top 7, put it onto the battlefield. I should hit something with 30-ish creatures in the list. Mostly guaranteed, I would think. Again, Witherbloom Command, going back to the Mana Dorks, Llanowar Elves, Elvish Mystic. That mode there. Target creature gets -3, -1. We would have lost our Dork if we were playing a list with Dorks. Yeah, I'm just saying. They have an Essikas. Hopefully they don't have a rat, but I feel like they have a rat. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, they got the rat. Man, that's pretty crazy stuff. Now, we're not dead yet. You never know. We could potentially fight Greasefang with the Dharmi, but I'll probably go Topiary Stomper. Yeah. Stitcher Supplier. I'm not going to block that. I'm not too worried about taking 1 damage for the chance that they could potentially put something nasty into the graveyard. Yeah. Yikes. That's not going to be fun. Alrighty. Good old Shatterskull. And good old Topiary. But I feel like that might be it. Brotherhood's End is going to be quite fantastic. Coming up, taking out Greasefang, all the little cats, and possibly the Stitcher Supplier, but well, hey, can't win them all. I mean, it would be nice to get 7 wins, I must say. I think we could get there. We got a chance. Man, 30 packs, 5,000 gold, and 30 packs of Shadows over Innistrad remastered. Domri's going away, I must say. Gotta be. Yeah. I think that's about gonna do it. We don't have a sweeper to start. Yeah, no, we're not surviving through that. Possibly if Topiary Stomper was able to block, could have made something work there. Yeah, just good old Brotherhood's End. Now it is a little bit rough. Previously I did have some instant speed interaction, rending volley, something that could take out Greasefang before it cheats something out, or if Greasefang is the only creature, I let them cheat the vehicle out, but before it goes to combat you kill Greasefang, so that vehicle isn't crewed. Lovely, lovely stuff. With Greasefang's ability, the trigger on the stack, they've targeted the vehicle. Before it enters the battlefield, you kill it. It enters, it sits there, bounces back to their hand, and that is pretty detrimental to them. Hopefully Brotherhood's End is going to be detrimental, but Huntmaster, yeah. I mean, they don't have too much to kill it. It's basically just Fatal Push, I think. Huh. I wonder. Okay. Brotherhood's End, if things get out of control, help us stabilize a little bit. Yeah, just because they don't have a whole lot of interaction. Maybe we could pop off with Huntmaster here. Certainly not with his hand. That is not so good looking. Definitely a lot better here. Send a good old Regisaur to the bottom, but at least we do have 2 sources of red for the Brotherhood's End. Oh, we see 2 mulligans. Good stuff, good stuff. Hopefully a second source of green for Topiary Stomper here. Will be nice at least being left with some body after the 3 damage to each creature and each planeswalker, but even if we can't use it, still nice later on down the line. Especially nice with those Turn Timber Symbiosises getting to 7 a little bit more consistently. Usually it's pretty decent. Oh my goodness, there we go. We got it. We got our second source of green. We got a 3rd land. We get to 4 lands, whether or not they take out Marauding. But it is nice. They don't have a Thoughtseize. They didn't start off with a Thoughtseize at least. Oh, what do they got going on? We got to pay the 2 life to get the 2 green. And then another one for Karplusin, but that's not bad. Looks like maybe they could have Fatal Push, but they're waiting for the thingamajig for 2. I'll probably do it here. Maybe. Grizzly Harvest, I think it is. Something Harvest. Grizzly Salvage, yes. Yeah, I feel like they had removal. They didn't want to use the removal for 1, instead using all the mana they had and possibly... oh, nuts. They got the Sky Sovereign. We're losing Marauding Raptor here, folks. Painful. Well, maybe they'll take a Topiary Stomper. I don't think so. No. Okay, well, looks like we may be going Brotherhood's End next turn. Hopefully, we get a 5th land. We can go Brotherhood's End plus Otepic Huntmaster. Just take out that Greasefang. But you can see right there how it would have been pretty fantastic if we would have been able to take out Greasefang and hopefully buy ourselves a little bit of time. Hopefully this buys us some time. Gotta do something. Crossing fingers they don't have another one. Oh, okay, good stuff, good stuff. Looks like we bought us a bit of time. We get to go Huntmaster plus Topiary this turn, which is lovely stuff. Getting to 5 for Regisaur. Next turn, Hasty, Shifting Ceratops, wide range of stuff. Use that Fatal Push on Huntmaster. Maybe they don't have it. Interesting. No rent, no rent. Well, they still don't have a big vehicle in the graveyard to cheat, so they got to do something, plus play a rat, then play the vehicle. Hey, that's not the worst thing either. Huntmaster, we're still at 5. We got a lot of good stuff coming up. We'll definitely get to Regisaur. Hasty Shifting would have been nice, but they don't have a... They're completely tapped out. They couldn't have done Fatal Push on that token there. Shifting will get to attack hastily next turn. Hopefully, yes, good luck indeed. That's not so bad. Sky Sovereign can be crewed by those 2 kitties, but we could do some very, very nasty stuff next turn. Oh boy. It would be nice to be at 7 lands, I must say, with those Topiary Stompers. Imagine that would lock things up. But, okay, they'll take out the token, not so bad. Man, that's getting close. My goodness. If we get Ghalta next turn, it's all over. Hasty. Done. You can see why you want 4 copies. In a pinch, boom, top deck it, lights out. Interesting. Now the question becomes 4. I think that's what we got to do. Attack with just Regisaur Alpha, and then sweep them with Brotherhood's End. Take away all the creatures they have, and potentially they can't crew Sky Sovereign or Esika's Chariot coming up here. Hopefully. Gonna push on one of those Topiary Stompers, maybe. Interesting. Okay, there's the Fatal Push that we've been waiting for. No Esicas, no Esicas, no Greasefang. Huh? Oh, what is it? Oh, there's the Greasefang, and well, they got us. They got us good. We tried our best. Didn't have any instant speed interaction to get that darn greasy rat. Would have helped us out. Probably should add it back in, or just have some way, which we'll pause for a second. I'll get my winnings. At least I got back what I invested. I got 3 free packs, you could say. Cost 2,000 gold to enter. Got that. Lovely. Lovely stuff. I feel pretty good about that. But, yeah, we'll open them up. Something good, something good. I've seen Prized Amalgam used, had it used painfully against me, the cheating back graveyard stuff. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, If it entered from the graveyard, boom. It's very difficult. If you don't have graveyard hate, it overwhelms you. Yes, very good effort. I had a good time. You saw the lovely flash of potential. But going back to instant speed interaction, as it has helped in the past, sometimes I just ignore the graveyard. Greasefang sometimes is just not super consistent. It's pretty somewhat consistent, but sometimes, often enough, they just don't do the thing. So I am considering tail swipe. Once we get there, eventually, sometime. Yes, good old tail swipe. Instant speed interaction for 1 green. I used it a little bit when Dominar United was released. Nothing much after that. The main idea being I can, make use of Topiary Stomper. Lovely stuff. For the most part, Inscription of Abundance, costing 1 and a green to fight at instant speed. Oftentimes that's what I was doing with it. So I might as well pay 1 less and take things out. I think that'd be alright. Drover the Mighty, possibly. Could be a 3-3. We would lose Drover in the fight, but that's alright if we take out Greasefang and we stop them from doing their painful things. So I'll be thinking about that. Possibly switch it with Play with Fire, maybe. Tail Swipe as long as we have a creature, at least with 2 power, because the transmogrified target is often 1 or 2 toughness. Tail Swipe should do the trick. We certainly have enough creatures to easily have basically anything down. 32 to start. Whew. You hope that gets the job done. Man. Got a lot of rares, mythic rares. I'm getting excited for March of the Machines. Oh, Geoderm is in the car. Oh, nuts. Hold on a second. How did Geoderm get in there? Oh, okay. Must have pressed something. What did I press? Oh, I see. Aha, no. Ah, yes, there we go. My hotkeys, I is for my slideshow for the March of the Machines, and I forgot to unbind it, so when I typed in tail swipe, it popped up O just to take it off. I-O. Okay. Enough of that. All right. Yeah, that was pretty good. Pretty good, I must say. Back to traditional Explorer rank, though. We got a plan. Gonna slap down some big, fantastic dinos and hopefully bring the pain to Rakdos. Hopefully something a little bit more different. Yeah. Something that's not black related at all. My goodness. Wow. You never know what you're gonna get. 3 Ghaltas. I meant to mulligan that. Oh my goodness. Oh, black. Black and black and black. Maybe this will work out. Oopsie. Yeah. I was so excited to talk about Ghalta and the Great Henge. I misclicked. You should not have kept a hand like this. It will be pretty funny if it still works out. I mean, we got lots of backups. When they kill it, we just play another one and we get her done. That's what it's all about. But oh my goodness. Gotta be beside you for sure. Get that topiary, hopefully getting another land next turn. Get us to 5. Great Henge. Cross our fingers. Could be good, could be not good. At the very least, they're only on 2. Knight of the Ebon Legion is going to get somewhat big. Yikes. You know what? I kind of like shifting Ceratops. It gets the Great Henge to 4. That could be nice. It could be a good blocker. Hopefully they don't have removal for it. Gonna have to worry about them holding up 3 for Knight of the Ebon Legion's ability. That's okay. Not the end of the world. Now they won't attack with anything, which is very nice indeed. Oh my goodness, folks, friends, the exact happened. 5 lands, this for 4, 2 from Great Henge, 1 from the other land that's untapped. Boom. Bing, bang, boom. Gain some life, and they are going to be scared. Oh my goodness. Oh, we're popping off here. Let's go. 4 Great Henge might be enough. I think 3 Great Henge is the sweet spot. I don't see a whole lot of people using 3, but when you have so many creatures, that's where it's at. I mean, it could be all over next turn. Huntmaster, Regisaur, Ghalta, done. They may just be dead in one single hit. My goodness. Draw a card. Hopefully it's land. That's not a land. 4, 2... Okay, do that. Yeah. Draw land. We just need a land. Do I like that? Yeah, I like that. Just, oh, there we go. We got the land. Oh, boom, bing, bang, boom. There you go. Woo, woo. Hey. Yowza. Pretty good. Pretty good. Oh. Seems to work. I never normally would have kept a hand with 3. Alrighty then. Well. Scratching my head with that one. Okay. Let me think. That was good. Brotherhood's End. Seems like it would be pretty nice against mono black aggro. Hopefully, we can hit Knight of the Ebon Legion. With them tapped out, they aren't able to pump it. Take out the Evolved Sleepers. If we can take out even 2 things, I would be quite happy with that. That would save us a lot. But definitely... Oh, they're still looking at all this stuff. You see them, they moused over the Great Henge. They're like, what the heck just happened? My goodness. Because that was painful. They're stunned. They thought they were safe, and then in one fell swoop, boom, hitting them for 21. Even if they were full health, they still would have died, which is insanity. Absolute madness. But okay, I'm getting sidetracked. Guess I'll cut 1 Ghalta. Might keep a hand with 2, but we gotta make space for stuff. Huntmaster. 3 of those. Definitely. Nah, maybe 1 more of those. Okay. We're off to the races. Nicely. Increased land count to 25. Pretty consistent. Hopefully their Thought Seizes don't take a Shatter Skull or a Turn Timber Symbiosis. Usually the opponent doesn't do that, but hey. I think I can make it work. Pretty good chance I'll see something for 2, something for 3, and oh boy, Thought Seize, don't do Turn Timber. Don't do Turn Timber. They're doing Turn Timber. Oh, okay, this person knows what's up, knows what to do. I see a lot of opponents not discard the land. It's not a land, so they can discard, but the flip side is a land, and that can really set you back, unfortunately. I'll keep that Boseiju there just in case we draw another land next turn. We might not have to use Boseiju. It could be impactful, taking out a Castle Lock Twain. Oh, something like that. Yep, there we go. Good stuff. I think they'll probably kill it, make us sacrifice it, whatever. But at least we will be at 5 next turn with Boseiju for Regisaur, at least hasty shifting if it makes sense to do so. Hey, that's okay. They haven't played any creatures yet, which is certainly quite nice. Well, I spoke too soon. Imagine I'll at least have a fatal push for that token. We'll see what happens. I just want to get rid of a death touch thing, not have to worry about it at all. Possibly they could have done fatal push or something to the token, leaving Register Alpha as the only blocker for a death touch creature, and that would not have been good. Get 2 bodies. Hopefully everything's okay. You can see why I love using so many copies. Chances are you'll have enough to get her down. You want to get her down as much as possible, so 3 or 4. Whatever. You see 2, you're probably playing her for cheap. Ouch. That, my goodness, all they played is lands. What the heck is going on here? Hopefully these guys survive and they don't have another meat hook massacre. Wow. It's pretty painful, I guess. Gifted Etherborn. All right. Oh, Castle Garenbrig. You know what Castle Garenbrig gets us? Pretty easily. Oh, love it. Ouch. Lights out. Absolute, disgusting, hasty, explosive damage. We didn't even really play any of the early ramping stuff, and we get there. Maybe they were expecting us to do that early ramping. Sneaky trample coming up here. Do it. Do it. Oh, we got it done. Radical, yes. All right. I mean, that first game was a stunner. The second one, also quite nice. I always get a little bit worried. Maybe things will be too slow. Not playing the 3 amigos, Huntmaster, Drover, Marauding. But again, they might expect it. They might be waiting to kill it. You don't play it. That stuff is just sitting in their hand until you get things. Maybe they only have removal and they use it on Topiary Stomper after you play it on turn 3. Not a problem. You already got your benefit from Topiary, grabbing that land, getting you to 4 lands on turn 3, and yeah, well, exciting stuff. Keep the party going, that's for sure. My oh my. Maybe I'm getting close to something that is the actual how they should be, if that can ever be determined, but seems to be going well so far. That Great Henge. Goodness. And I should mention, the Great Henge in paper is absolutely expensive, but it is only 2 ticks on Magic the Gathering Online, roughly 2 ticks. I was surprised at that. I thought it would also be expensive there. So I picked up a bunch of copies, getting ready to play. Oh, Rakdos. Well, that's alright. Huntmaster doesn't power out any dino potentially. If we go Drover and it survives, we'll be at 4 next turn. If it lives, we could go Drover plus. Okay. Never seen that before in my life. Waiting to kill something else. Maybe. You know what? I'll try for a Huntmaster. Stomp from Bone Crusher, whatever. We don't have a dino out. Oh my goodness. Pain and suffering. Hopefully we get to 4 next turn. We can go Drover plus Huntmaster. Hey, okay, we're safe to do something. Definitely Drover. Cross your fingers they don't have another fatal push or a sacrificing thing. Okay, not so bad. Definitely not blocking, that's for sure. I like Carnage Tyrant instead. Boom. Love it. Surprise. We've got another actual creature in Drover, so they'd have to take out that and then use their sacrifice whatever. You don't want to attack good. We scared away the graveyard trespassers. Now the question becomes, go shifting plus Ghalta. That's going to be pretty nice indeed. Maybe they have removal for that, but we're still left with Carnage Tyrant and shifting, which is, hey, I expected that. Quite alright. Gonna hold off. Those trespassers have now flipped. Okay, got them back to 3/3s quite nicely. Oh, I love it. I'll attack with Carnage Tyrant. I imagine they double block to take it out. Take this opportunity to drop them. Not leave myself too open, but I like taking it. Oh, okay. Interesting. Very interesting. But definitely the key thing there was that Castle Garenbrig and Drover the Mighty getting us to 4 plus Castle Garenbrig and getting that Carnage Tyrant out ASAP. Oh, the Brotherhood's End would be an end to them. Taking out all of their stuff. Everything being 3 toughness or less. Hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Gain a bunch of life. Slap them with Carney T to take out 2 things. I like it. Get to deal actually 2 damage to them with the trample there, which is not bad at all. But the token, Regisaur, Drover, that all continues to scare away. Oh, wow. I love it. Oh, this, oof. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Wow. Okay. Boom. Just works. No. Brotherhood. We didn't even need Brotherhood's End, really. You can see how well things transpired. Just hit the Great Henge. It popped off. I still think you should have some amount of Brotherhood's End. Maybe it should. I know, it's self-explanatory right there, I must say. But maybe, come to think of it, maybe Luca is enough to take out multiple things. Could easily have a Ghalta. Maybe we don't want to attack with her. You'd have Carnage Tyrant, 7 power with Luca. Divided as we choose. We could take out 2 Graveyard Trespass. Well, we probably wouldn't because we'd have to discard cards. But you get the idea. Maybe all that's needed is Luca to take out multiple stuff. It ramps and yes, they got the ward. That's something else at, 3 toughness. 2 Bone Crusher Giants. It's just a spell for Bone Crusher Giant, I believe. Abilities doesn't trigger Bone Crusher Giants 2 damage. I'm pretty sure. Huntmaster probably dying. We got lucky. You know what? I'm just going to do that. I'm not going to bother with that Brotherhood's End. Maybe the Great Henge was the missing piece in conjunction with all the other mixtures of stuff I've added in. The extra lands, Huntmaster, the 3 amigos with the Great Henge. The last time I tried this, I was actually looking at it. It was 6 or 7 months ago. I didn't have Huntmaster or Drover of the Mighty for whatever reason. And perhaps that was the secret sauce mixture. Maybe. At least they didn't have turn 1 Thoughtseize. You got to appreciate it. Hopefully they don't have it at all. Then we get to go turn 3 Topiary, leading to turn 4 Luca. Hopefully fully, but again, if we have to do him for 4, not the worst thing in the world. Would lead to, well, whichever, the following turn. But again, maybe if it's not safe to do so, well, we hold off on that turn 2 play, and instead wait until the turn that we play this guy, and play that turn 2 play with his +1. That seems to have been working out pretty good. Maybe they're wondering what to do. Thoughtseize or not. The good old blood ties. Alright, makes me feel pretty good about getting that Topiary Stomper down. Oh, maybe a Brotherhood's End would have been good, come to think of it. You can't have everything in. Sometimes you bring a thing in and you still don't see it, but that Castle Garenbrig means we get Carnage turn. Next turn. We're at 4, we'll be at 5, including it. Ooh. We're going to have an uphill battle. Especially if they don't make us sacrifice Topiary. If that's still alive and we play Carnage, we just sacrifice Topiary to their sacrifice spell or ability. Hopefully Carnage turn helps us stabilize a little bit. But it is nice. Getting Carnage turn down next turn, if he's still sticking around, we could go Luca for 5 and just annihilate everything they probably have. Both Harvesters, Shieldred plus a Harvester for a total of 7. They got something up their sleeve. I think they have something up their sleeve. Oh, okay, that's what they have. I guess I should have blocked one. I thought they might have a sweeper for 3 damage. Carnage turn taken down a little bit, unfortunately, but hey, that's okay. Get him again. Hopefully that's still enough, but hey. That's why I play 4 Carnage turns. Not gonna just take out, you know what, Luca? Let me think. For a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it has to be Luca for 4, because then we wouldn't have enough to also go with Regis or Alpha. When we do is +2. 3 lands left plus this. That's where it's at, I hope. And we're at 7 lands for Topiary Stomper. Well, hopefully we can make good stuff happen. That's okay, we still get the token. Feels pretty safe. I don't think I would have attacked with Topiary if it didn't have Vigilance there. It still could probably get us. 3 is very scary stuff. Double Stomp from Bone Crusher Giant. Okay, that's something good. I like it. Take his 2 is Stomp. Stomp. No Stomp. Okay. Okay, I'm liking that. Ooh, oh, we got options. Oh boy. Oh, what am I thinking? Let me see. Could we do both Regis or Alphas? I don't think so. Castle Garenbrig is 6, 7, 8. I think we can. 6. Let me think. I think we can. Castle Garenbrig, 4 lands, right? That right there is 6, 7, 8. Oh, we're doing it. Oh my goodness. Nuts. This is gonna be crazy. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, here goes nothing. Is that it? Woo. Lights out. Stunning. Look at that. Terrorsaurus. Because of Luca, 10 mana, 2 Regisaur Alphas. Where's the fire emoji when you need it? Yeah, so I think I'm gonna up Luca at least to 2 copies because that was pretty stunning. We still could have got it done if I targeted Graveyard Trespasser with Luca's -4, then played 1 Regisaur Alpha, but I felt there could be a chance that they might use a Fatal Push on the token, but then we'd only get to attack with Carnage Torrent, take him down to 1. Oh, yeah. Oh, there it is. There it is. Good stuff. I win with hands of 3 Ghalta. Okay. The proof is in the Dino, I guess, tonight. Killa Nemito. To make that work, we got 3 lands and a thing for 3 in the Great Henge. If they got stuff to kill cheap stuff, well, they're not going to be killing it because we don't have it. That's the move. But it does look like 5-color Fires of Invention, Enigmatic Incarnation. Certainly with Karuga, you got to expect Fires of Invention. So we have those 2 Back to Natures, which are gonna, well, hopefully bring things back around if we lose it here. But I feel pretty good. They don't have a whole lot of early interaction. They want to use Leyline Binding on Topiary. Quite alright. We will have gotten our land. Things could get bad next turn. Even if they don't draw a land, they will get that 1 treasure from the Goblin, getting them to 4, allowing for the whatchamacallit. Fires of Invention. I got the fire emoji there and I still forget it. Hopefully not Fires of Invention. Hopefully there's waiting and we have at least 1 more turn. But you could see how possibly Thrashing Brontodon, fantastic body, just another thing. That could be good to start off with. Especially in cases like this where there's 1, nasty. 1 clear enchantment at least that would be painful to take out. I don't think it's all over yet, but it certainly could be. I'm surprised that Goblin didn't attack. They probably thought that I could use Topiary to block, which is not the case. Nuts. Now the question becomes, good old shifting? Maybe. Nah, I'm going to go shifting. Similar to that second game, or the previous match, where when shifting instead of Topiary, I got the 5th land, which let me play the Great Henge for 4, left over 1, plus the Great Henge's 2 to play Topiary. So hopefully that same scenario happens. I guess, if that's what they want to do. Temporary lockdown just to get an enchantment that I guess isn't Fires of Invention or Enigmatic Incarnation. Sacrificing it to grab something for 4. Hopefully it's not too painful, but it usually is. You just never know with a toolbox deck like this. What's it gonna be? Hey, Topiary Stomper for it's a Topiary Stomper. Nice. It is very nice. They got. How did they grab that? That was odd. Search your library for a creature with mana value equal to 1 plus the sacrificed enchantment's mana value. But the mana value of temporary lockdown is 3. Oh, Clever Imposter. Oh. I was like, oh, I didn't understand what was going on. That's okay. Hopefully things still happen in good fashion with the Great Henge, and well, we'll do some damage with shifting. Clever Imposter. That was pretty clever. Hopefully the Great Henge is sticking around, but I imagine they'll sacrifice some enchantment that could steal it, or they'll certainly get enough cards to do something with Karuga there, unfortunately. Man, I'm going to mulligan pretty heavily for Back to Nature. Although I don't face 5-color Fires of Invention all that much. Sometimes I've used 3 copies of Back to Nature, 4 copies, just because it is the ultimate painful thing against a deck like this. You hit them at the right moments, especially taking out Enigmatic, Incarnation, and Fires of Invention. Oftentimes, that's enough to slow them down. Sometimes even that still isn't, unfortunately. But come to think of it, I can see Topiary Stomper, no, Thrashing Brontodon being a fantastic addition to make sense with the Great Henge here. And it's a nice early body to block, a 3/4. Possibly buying us a little bit of time against something a little bit more aggressive. That's gonna do it. That's probably gonna do it. We'll see what happens. See what Marauding can make happen. We still have a potential of yeah. Well, I forgot. Elish Nord turns off the Great Henge. That's not good. Okay, well, Back to Nature. Back on the menu. Luca, well, could be nice, but we need to make room for this ultimate of sideboard cards that is going to give us a chance, a hope. That's about it. They may not be playing a whole lot of anything. Yeah, I can see that. And I could see, come to think of it, Thrashing Brontodon against Greasefang. It's not the best use of it, but taking out that vehicle before they attack with it, of course it's sent right to the graveyard, so they would cheat it out. But Greasefang is, oh my goodness, that's the keeper of keepers. We see one of the 2 Back to Natures. All right, I know what I'm doing. That's not a mulligan whatsoever. But again, Thrashing Brontodon for 1. Take out the vehicle that they cheat out. It might buy us just enough time to get the job done. Hopefully. Hopefully there's no Thoughtseize to see Back to Nature. That's alright. Drover or Huntmaster would have died to all that stuff. Hold on to Shatterskull Smashing though, because that could help us out quite a bit. The most, they'd only be at 4 mana next turn. They're not going to be doing anything too crazy, painful. Yeah, that's looking good. A Leyline Binding. Well, I'm going to be getting Domri back at some point here. Coming up. Love it. Oh, Castle Garenbrig as well. Still left with 2 for that Back to Nature. If they drop Fires of Invention, we'll be dropping them down. Yeah, I did. Yeah, okay. It was highlighted because I could play it. X would be 0. I only have 2 red. But sometimes I forget if I played a land or not, because Shatterskull Smashing does get highlighted like that. Enigmatic Incarnation to destroy Leyline Binding and get Agent of Treachery is maybe what they're thinking. I'm going to put stops everywhere just in... Oh, I guess not. Huh. It's not so bad. We could get Carnage next turn, but I wouldn't want to tap out. Now the question becomes... Nah, I'll wait for more value from Back to Nature. Oh... No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Things probably would have gone downhill the following turn if we had done Carney T. Oh man, that was tempting. At the very least, we'll get Domri back and take out something else. I hope. Maybe they have a counter spell. They're part blue, but I think for the most part it's just enchantments, creatures. A Kenrith. I guess. Now or never, pretty much. Gotta do it. Gotta get Domri back. We need that ramp and explosive fighting potential. Castle Garenbrig getting us to 6. Carney T fighting Kenrith, still surviving. Lovely stuff. Hopefully that bought us enough time. Phew. Still could be very nasty, but we haven't seen a Fires of Invention yet, so I got to imagine they don't have it, because they would have played it. Okay, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. Yeah, no Enigmatic Incarnation, no Fires of Invention. We're definitely quite fortunate. Got Shifting plus Ghalta coming up. Hopefully hasty shifting if we can get to 7 green. Alright. Alright, that's where it's at. Boom. It's now or never. Explosive. Go time. Love it. They better have some sort of sweeper. Which they could have. Supreme Verdict they saw were all about creatures the previous game. Could have brought that in. Farewell. Something like that. But if they don't have a sweeper, they are dead, which is pretty nice. Oh, what's it gonna be? That's not gonna do it. Fantastic stuff. Oh, look at that. I love it. And they thought they had us. Surprise. Yeah, we definitely got lucky not seeing one fires at all early on. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep it as is. It certainly seems like, for the most part, I can keep things as is. Still gets the job done. Just barfing the biggest stuff. Using up all available mana if at all possible, or just using it the most efficiently. Ooh. Where's that Back to Nature? We unfortunately had to reveal that information, so they could be a little bit wary of that potential. Oh my goodness, we're getting spoiled again. Well, that is an even more instant keep than the previous game. Wow. Shatter Skull Smash, we'll get that down just in case. I feel we may not need it, but taking out a Goblin token could be something. Definitely Hunt Master, well, we have 2 of them. But we still have 3 lands and 2 sources of green, which should mean we get Topiary Stomper on turn 3 no matter what. Castle Garenbrig. We're off to the races here. Castle Garenbrig is just so key. You've seen it multiple times tonight. That extra green just, leading to 2 Regisaur Alphas in a single turn for an absolutely disgusting amount of lethal damage. Now the question is, might they go Fires of Invention next turn? I think that could be a possibility. I'm going to wait until next turn when I have 4 mana. Hunt Master for 2. Yeah. Maybe they expect Back to Nature. Hoping there's no Thoughtseize coming up to rip it. But that would mean there's no fires this turn. Okay. Hopefully they play Enigmatic Incarnation. Oh my goodness. We got him. We got him, folks. Just do it. Do it. Don't ask questions. Alright. Alright. I like it. Oh, actually, that's better. Huntmaster Marauding. Oh, very, very nice indeed. Hopefully. Just hope they don't have another fires in their hand. That was good value for that Back to Nature. I'm glad I didn't have to hold on to it and hold on to it and not be able to play as much as I wanted to play. Oh, okay, we've got... I can't go Castle Garenbrig. It locks me out of playing Regisaur Alpha. Yeah, it's got to be Regisaur, Shifting. No, Regisaur Topiary. Regisaur Topiary, just to get to 6, possibly get to 7 next turn. Because of this. I'm just going to attack with everything. Anything that blocks anything dies, so let's just do it. Keep the field clear. Do as much damage as possible. They're not going to take 8. Marauding is definitely taking out the Bone Crusher, because 8 is pretty crazy. Seems pretty good. Probably a little bit worried about that Topiary Stomper getting turned on next turn. Castle Garenbrig would be nice for 5. Yeah, we could go Castle Garenbrig for 5. Tap for 2 green, plus we would have 1 left over. Be able to play Shifting for 3. Ghalta for 3. Shifting for 3, Ghalta for 3. Shifting gives itself haste. Hunt Master gives Ghalta haste, and that's nasty if they don't kill everything. All right. Here goes nothing. Oh, they don't have anything, I think. I don't think so. I think they just have the normal amount. Touch the Spirit Realm. Yeah, I think they want to get rid of that. Oh. Interesting. Oh, there is the Great Henge Shifting. That's the dilemma. I think that's what it's got to be. That would be better. Shifting gives itself haste. We deal as much damage as humanly possible, and then play the Great Henge for 2 cheaper next turn, I hope. Hey, no, that's alright. That's alright. Unfortunately, it sounds like my fan blade is clicking on my computer. That was supremely good. Let's top deck something big and scary and hasty. Tyrannix Rex, oh boy, that would be nice to finish him off. I must say. Oh, Back to Nature. Back in business. There we go. Oh, beautiful. That is the top deck of top decks of top deck. Love it. Ooh. I wouldn't have expected to see both of them. Alright. That's fine by me. Not doing a whole lot more this turn. Okay. Oh, okay. Let me think. This gets us to Regisaur plus Topiary Stomper. dead. Oh, fantastic. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, stunning. Absolutely. We got lucky. That won us. It was pure luck. Magic is all luck, but I must say it is nice to have a fantastic night. Yes. Yes, some very great plays, I must say. Don't get disheartened. I certainly could have gotten disheartened. Sometimes I have a little bit. You've seen those nights. You've been with me. If you haven't seen those nights, maybe that was good, but losing. Yeah. Okay. 2 back to nature. Certainly, if we only had one as just that single silver bullet, could have helped. But having the second, you gotta say, right there, you saw it. Dead. Done. Love it. Yeah, we'll just keep going. Okay. How are we at? I'm pretty sure I started right about 9:30. 1:21. Okay. Well, yeah, keep going. Don't think my wife has texted me quite yet. It's getting a little bit hot in here. I had the door closed, and I think my computer has increased the heat. Oh, playing first. I love it. Oh, my, that's beautiful. Turn 2 Huntmaster. Turn 3 Shifting. Turn 4 Great Hench. 4 lands. At least. 4 lands. Turn 4. After the turn 3 this means this for 4. Beautiful. Hopefully there's no Thoughtseize. We've seen enough black or partially black tonight, I must say. Ugh. Not a pretty sight. Yeah, if you guys have not used Back to Nature, haven't been using it, throw 2 copies at least in your sideboard. Give yourself a good chance against an enchantment deck like 5-color Kruga Fires. It's a long name because Fires of Invention and Enigmatic Incarnation are 2 key cards, and then there's Karuga, which they play for free if they have 5 lands, and then they draw a bunch. I still haven't figured out what name I want to use for it. We'll try for Huntmaster, just because if it survives, it's going to be lovely to get shifting. If there wasn't anything that powered out, I'd probably not bother to play it. Fiery Impulse. Play with fire. Fiery Impulse. Okay. That's alright. We still have went first. So, Drover. We'll try for that too. Could power out a Luca for the full 5. Imagine this is getting countered or killed. Hey. You can't counter a thing that can't be countered. Love it. At least we're at 4 coming up. Feels like it's been pretty consistent tonight, even still with 22 lands, getting to what we need. More than other nights, that's for sure. But maybe those nights I was using at 21 or 22. Oh, this is... Yeah, definitely got to be shifting. Hopefully getting that Great Hench coming up. This could be Indomitable Creativity. It could be Transmogrify, a combination of the 2. Hopefully that's not the case. I think we're going to see Indomitable Creativity next turn, I believe. We'll definitely get the Great Henge. That's certainly what I want to happen. Yeah, we'll do some damage. I don't think they'll do their thing next turn, but maybe. Yes, the Locust Swarm. So the Locust God and the Sage of the Falls thing, which could be pretty painful. I don't have Rending Volley, which has been pretty useful against that in the past. What's it gonna be? Okay, okay, we got some time. At least. Next turn, I think they might do it. Hopefully we can do some good... Okay, oh boy. Well, we're off to the races here, folks, because They're dead. They're just dead. If they can't counter this, they better counter it. They have to use up those treasures. They have to. They were maybe saving those treasures for next turn. We still have 3 mana. I think, yeah. Okay, okay. Oh, they really did not want that to happen. My goodness. Okay, I get it. You don't want to see Regis or Alpha. That's all right. But they still could get their thing. 3 mana. Yes. So Fable is going to come. It's going to be one of the 2 targets for Indomitable creativity. We'll sacrifice the treasure token and reflection of Kiki Jiki. Hopefully that's not the case. Oh, that's the case. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, that does it. That tends to do it. Nuts. Okay, okay. Brotherhood's End can kind of help take out all those treasures. Could be very nice indeed. Maybe the Goblin instead. Play with fire. Oftentimes I feel like one of the 2 targets is a creature. It's either that reflection, the Goblin token, something else. Oh, oh man, it was very good. Very good indeed. I don't like counter spells though. Luca, that could be nice, but we need to interact instantly. Play with fire it is. Possibly our best chance. Although back to nature, just taking out Fable, I don't feel like it. But also you can imagine Thrashing Brontodon could take out one of the treasures. That is one of their targets, which one of the targets was a treasure. So Thrashing Brontodon sacrifices itself. As long as we take out one of the 2 targets, turns this off, which is very good. Just starting off with Thrashing could give a pretty good chance against this nasty, nasty deck. And again, Thrashing Brontodon in general is a fantastic body. All the play with fires. Yes. Tepic Huntmaster, cut that completely. We saw how easily that died and will continue to die. Now, place it with some lands. Yeah. Ghalta, well, gotta trim a little bit. Actually, with their counter spells. I don't like their counter spells. More stable stuff. Turn 1, Turn Timber. I want the Domri plus the play with fires. Get a lot of early interaction, whether it's at instant speed or sorcery speed. Kill the Goblin token on site, possibly before it gets to attack and make a treasure, and that could slow him down quite a bit. A little bit rough, for sure. Hopefully they don't have removal for Drover, but I expect that could happen. Oh, give it a shot. Not the worst thing in the world. Definitely Shadow Skull smashing to start, which is a good plus. I often don't use a lot of turn 1 plays, so having that enter tapped possibly could have saved it, but oh, okay, this is good, this is good. Don't want to take any more damage than I don't have to, and I think there should be enough interaction without playing that. Live. You can live. But hey, okay. That's alright, we got 4 lands, eventually getting to shifting. Hopefully seeing that Topiary Stomper next turn would be ideal. Send the mountain to the side just so I don't play it by mistake and lose. Oh, okay, Castle Garybreak, it's gotta be. We don't have a forest for it to enter the battlefield untapped. Not so bad, not so bad. We'll have shifting, which is quite nice, deterring possibly the aggression from that goblin token. So they might not make a treasure. Or at the very least, we'll take out a target that, well, something that would have been a target down the line for Indomitable creativity. Hopefully shifting is safe, but maybe they double up on remove. Oh, okay, okay. I'm going to take it out. That's to be expected. Okay, good old Carnage turn next turn. Oh, I love it. Hopefully we're not just dead. I mean, they could have it. They play land this turn, unfortunately. Yeah, you can see how play with fire at the moment. Thrashing Brontodon, yeah, do it. That's what I'm going to be working on. Okay, okay, we got a bit of time. Back to nature certainly would be good at the moment. Taking out both reflections, but Great Henge, yeah. I was thinking Karplusan Forest, which would have allowed us to use Castle Garenbriggs a bit. Ugh. I'm going to auto-pay. I want this to happen. Attack with everything. Either they get it next turn and we're dead, or we do a bunch of damage this turn and we kill them next turn. It's all up to this. Now or never. Can't kill us with their creatures, that's for sure. The nuts. Yeah, well, they got us again. But again, you can see they only had one treasure. Yeah, well, that's what I'm doing. Whether or not Thrashing Brontodon starts off in the sideboard or the main board to help with that matchup, aggressive matchups. Maybe I get an attack off with Thrashing Brontodon and then I sacrifice it to take out a Fable. Before they get to the second part of that, they can sculpt their hand, maybe sending 2 lands to the bottom just because they're getting flooded. We make them stay flooded. Very good stuff indeed. Weathered Runestone does not stop Indomitable creativity, I believe. Those creatures are exiled and then they enter the battlefield. It's not something like Transmogrify, which the creature is exiled, the target creature, and then you reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature, then you put it onto the battlefield. Weathered Runestone would stop Transmogrify, but because Indomitable creativity exiles them, then they enter, it kind of loops around and gets around the round Weathered Runestone. Hey, look, it's something black and they didn't go a turn 1 Thoughtseize. Always a good night when that happens. Oh, hey. Marauder could get killed. That's okay. We still have a nice turn 3 play with Domri there. Maybe they use Power Word Kill or something expensive. It's okay if they take out Marauding and saves it from other stuff. Fortunately, they haven't played a whole lot right now. I think they're thinking of killing it or playing a Graveyard Trespasser, perhaps. Can't do both. Oh, okay. Well, they lost 2 cards. That was good. They exiled to meet the cost of the thingamajig. Oh, I like it. I like it. We still get good old Domri. We're still well away from the Great Henge. But, oh, almost forgot to pump him. My goodness. Okay. Yeah, still a decent way away from it. If we see Carnage Tyrant, we get it next turn, as long as army has survived. Oh, it does not, unfortunately. Well, keep pumping Domri up and hopefully Huntmaster survives. Ouch. Nuts. We gotta get something big and impactful eventually. I'm not blocking. We could see Field of Ruin taking out Castle Garenbrig, unfortunately, but we still would get Carnage Torrent if all that stuff was... Oh, still around. Alright. Castle Garenbrig survives. Oh, that is good indeed. I was going to say it doesn't quite get us to the Great Henge, but Domri powers up Topiary, getting it to 5. Boom. There you go. Love it. I just hope that buys us enough time. Of course, we're going to be drawing a lot of cards. It's going to be causing us pain due to Shieldred there. My goodness, they've gained a lot of life. It's going to be hard to come back from this. It would have to be a massive swing. I'll let Domri get killed by Shield. Oh, no, the vampire token is going to take him out. Never mind. Yeah. Yeah, if they didn't have Shieldred, that'd be lovely. That would be. Luca bound to ruin, you can imagine, in this moment could be pretty nice, possibly taking out Shieldred. If we had something powerful enough. Okay, here goes nothing. My goodness, this could be enough to kill him in one hit, if we keep drawing stuff, of course. Yeah, you know what? We go Domri. And then we use Domri, Topiary, fight. So we don't have to deal with her, I hope. Cross your fingers. They don't have removal for Topiary Stomper. Oh, they don't. Whew, okay. Okay. We bought ourselves a little bit of time there. I like it. Hopefully we bought ourselves enough time. Oh, and Ghalta for... Oh my goodness, what is going on here? Beautiful. I'll do it. Wow. Huh. Maybe I'm onto something. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, I must say. Does the trick. Get something to 5 and take out Shieldred as soon as humanly possible. Now they're getting scared. Oh, Carnage turn coming up. Alrighty. That was a great turn, I must say. I was definitely worried about Shieldred. It's always making us lose life over and over and over. Maybe they have removal for the Queen. Oh, no removal. At least for 2 for instant speed. They had 2 up. Castle Lock, Twain, and a field. That does bode well for us. Extinction event could wipe us out, but that's not bad. We'll get Carnage turn next turn still, which is quite nice indeed. Take them out. Not a problem. They don't have extinction event, they're dead. Oh, I jinxed myself. Still, Carney T, I like it. Oh, okay, let's think. Can we do Carnage turn plus Regisaur Alpha? Castle Garenbrig, 6. Okay, 5 lands including Castle Garenbrig is 6. Stopping here. 7, 8, 9. 6 plus 5 is 11. Well, we'll still do Castle Garenbrig. We might only be able to go Regisaur or Carnage turn, but possibly, depending what we draw, we might be able to go Carnage turn coming up here. If it's a land. We get Carney T. Well, it's not a land, but it is a pretty darn good creature. Wow. Oh, oh my. Oh, this, oh. My goodness. Pterosaurus, that was a great turn. That was another great turn. They have to block to live. That's lethal right there. Hasty. 16. The queen does it again. Ah, nuts. For once, my opponent is saying nuts. Some nights I've said nuts, nuts, nuts a lot. Doesn't matter what they do, they're not killing us for 17. We play Carnage turn. They sweep us again. That's okay. Extinction event won't take everything out. Regis or Alpha is an odd mana value of 5. We would only lose Ghalta and the token. Hasty Carnage turn. They're done. They're done. I don't see how they can get out of this. We keep gaining 2 more life each turn. Very lovely stuff. Feel pretty confident. Kill themselves. Ugh. Okay, okay. We're in business. We're cooking. I think they might be. Because that Castle Garenbreak popped off. You saw there? I knew. I could only play one of those things. Might as well play the cheapest thing to possibly draw the 1 extra land that I might need to go Carnage turn. But I just drew the queen instead. And I was at 4. No, 4. Either way. Either way. Castle Garenbreak getting that extra mana, getting to Carnage turn. Love it. If you guys aren't using it, you may have seen it just power this out. But it certainly is just elevated to even another level with this variation, I think. But yeah, mono black. Did pretty good. But still, Huntmaster, painful. Although, I kind of feel like Brotherhood's End. I feel like they got the Graveyard Trespasser, 3 toughness, taking out Sorin. I don't like this Sorin, they got lots of card advantage. Plus with Castle Locked-Twain, they can be drawing a lot of cards each turn, and we get buried, unfortunately, in all of that. Very, very painful. So a sweeper, taking out Liliana, that, and creatures, the flying. Yeah, let's do Domri, Luca. 3 Brotherhood's End, all 4. Cut all the Huntmasters. It dies to Brotherhood's End plus the Fatal Pushes and various other stuff. Those 3 turn timbers. Cut a shifting. Again, they got the Fatal Pushes easy enough to meet the requirement of a permanent leaving the battlefield and then killing that thing. We'll go with more stable ramp with Kolbori here. But again, a lovely top deck. If we don't need that ramp late game, boom, we get that card draw off of the Great Henge. Although I probably should increase, probably should read the front side actually. Oh, I didn't lock in my changes. Okay, okay. All right. Wife is texting me just a second. I was having such a good time. Chat? Maybe the opponent feels so bad, they're wondering what they can do. They think to themselves, oh, this is going to be an uphill battle. Yeah, maybe we still get it done even without locking in those sideboard changes, unfortunately. On the draw, we got 2 lands, a bunch of stuff for 2. Good chance to see more lands to play this stuff. You know, they kill these things, we'll be playing things afterwards. Oh, that's okay. I think we got a good chance of still having a turn 2 play. Although I faced Thoughtseize back to back, an opponent played it turn 1 and then turn 2, and it might have been turn 3, a 3rd copy of it. That was painful. Again, pause. It's got to be Castle Garenbreak. If we don't get something that's a forest, we might not have had 2 untapped for turn 2. Now the question becomes, Huntmaster could lead to Marauding for 1 next turn and Drover for 1 if we don't draw another land. But Huntmaster definitely could be the best potential thing, even though what we play is probably going to die. Oh, it does not die. That is exciting. That is surprising. My goodness. Play Graveyard Trespasser. Do it. If we get a 3rd land, we could still go Marauding for 2, Drover the Mighty for 1. Oh, ask and you shall receive. All right, there we go. They're tapped out. We don't have to worry about them fatal pushing Marauding, which would mean we don't have a Dino, which would be a 2 for 1 there. That is not fun whatsoever. I hate when that happens. I think there's a good chance at least one of these things survives. It will get us to Shifting Ceratops next turn. You would think. Hopefully the Great Henge turn after that. Well, they have 2 mana now. It can tap the Celestis the turn they play it. But they had to sink a lot into the March thing. They don't have a Fatal Push. They would have used it to pay. Okay, okay. Not so bad. Oh, we still get shifting. Pretty good. I love it. That right there could mean Ghalta next turn. Hopefully we get another land, but at the very least, I think the only thing they'll do is taking out Shifting Ceratops. Oh, this is good. This is very good indeed. You know what? We'll go Ghalta. We'll get the Great Henge fully reduced to 2. I like it. Hit them with Shifting Ceratops if they want to trade with it. I don't think they're going to. They want to save Shieldred to possibly block Ghalta, but at that point they're probably too low anyways. I hope. Oh, Malakir Rebirth. Okay, so to get Shieldred back quite nicely, choose target creature for 1 black, instant speed. You lose 2 life. Until end of turn, that creature gains. When it dies, return it to the battlefield tapped, under its owner's control. Well, I know what I'm sacrificing. This could be a little bit painful. Gotta be. We gain 2 life, we lose 2. Play land. Give the good old Shifting Haste, because I imagine Shieldred's blocking Ghalta. Not. Huh. I don't think we're dead. Maybe we could be. Would be nice to pull this off without missing, with missing the locking in of the sideboard changes. My goodness, I guess I just don't need to sideboard if things just keep going good again and again and again. It's okay. Get that Castle Garenbrick going. I'll wait to play Drover just in case Shieldred blocks something. I imagine they might have removal for Ghalta. Could save them. Oh, okay. Huh. Well, they got up their sleeve for shifting. Interesting. Still dead? Still no. Huh. All right. Maybe I should play best of 3 with this list without a sideboard. That would be interesting. It would be pretty quick. Yeah, I see what's going on here. That is tapped. Drover to draw. Well, we definitely want to go shifting or stomping ground. Do I want to take 2? Let's take 2 and draw a card. I think we're still safe, especially with that Carnage turret. Hopefully we're still safe. But also because there could be Invoked Despair. Maybe that would have gotten rid of Carnage turret and possibly could have done us in. Hopefully not. Well, they have one thing. That's it. The last ditch effort. No more Malakir Rebirth, please. Oh, phew. Hopefully no more, not another copy of Shieldred. Hopefully I can barf a bunch of stuff coming up here. Oh, okay. Get a dino. You can do it. You can do it. Anything. Creature. 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 No, it's not a creature. Yeah, we'll attack. We'll see what happens. Test the waters. See if they take out Drover. Maybe Field of the Ruin is the only thing they have to do at the moment. That's odd. I guess at this point with us having 2 Castle Garen breaks, it didn't make a whole lot of sense to take one out. I think we're safe. I don't see them killing us this turn no matter what they play. Creature this turn. Come on. We draw... Well, we... Oh, okay. That's not a creature, but it is pretty darn fantastic. We will get a creature with this. Love it. Oh, it's getting downhill for them. I like it. A last-ditch effort, I think, from their part, especially if we get a creature next turn. Oh boy. Oh, hey. Oh, sorry if I missed your messages. Oh, there, yeah, there they are. I had it open with my wife. Yeah, we got him. We got him, folks. Super duper ramp. Let's go. We're still left with 1 red if we draw something or other coming up here. Shark's Skull Smashing. That's all right by me. Done. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, but I didn't. I left my wife's text chat open. Didn't switch it back. It looks kind of similar. Ooh. Wow, things are heating up. Maybe I didn't drink enough water, but they're certainly heating up here. I'm going to end it there for tonight. I'll add the chapters. If you're watching and you don't see the chapters added, they are on the way, but my goodness, yes. Good. I was talking. I did not even sideboard, and I still decimated them. After Shieldred, bringing her back, bringing her back, bringing her back. It didn't matter. Goodness. I would not have won with my recent variations. That darn Great Henge. Luca. Make a bunch of bodies as a backup is pretty fantastic as well. Huh. Oh, absolutely excellent, Pterosaurus. You said it. Yes, crushing the meta, crushing just about everything with this. I've got to be onto something. It can't have been all luck, but it is a lot of luck. This game, you get rough times. But that wasn't all luck, yeah. All right, yeah, I'll leave it there. Thanks, Pterosaurus, everybody else for watching right now. Later on, have a good rest of your time zone. I think that's how I say it, how you say it. And yeah, have a good morning, evening, afternoon. pretty good. Pretty good. Comparing the recent nights, the recent batch of nights. Yeah. You don't even need a sideboard. Yes, yes. I appreciate entertaining you guys, and see you next time. Peace.